player in Africa is here. That's a big bonus for us. The Italian champion is here, the Lithuanian junior champion is here. And we have that across, of course, from Congo, Brazzaville, top African players are here.
I discovered that table tennis in Nigeria now will sure be again one of the biggest sport in Africa.
First edition of the Lagos International Table Tennis Classics took place at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Surulere, in August 2013. The week-long event featured 72 players from 14 countries, with competitions in 4 categories: the girls, boys, women, and the men, all vying for honors in the singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. The Lagos International Table Tennis Classics is derived from a concept developed by the state government, which aims to have high-level competitions organized on a regular basis in different sports, ushering in a new round of career development opportunities for Nigerian and African athletes. Table tennis was the first to benefit. The ping pong game boasts a great history in Nigeria. First played in the country back in the 1930s by British sailors, the sport has gone on to bring many international laurels the way of Nigeria, both at African and Commonwealth levels. But the last 10 years witnessed a steady decline as funding dwindled, and with it came less opportunities for fresh talents to blossom. However, the pendulum is finally swinging in a positive direction. The new board of the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, headed by Enito Oshodi, who also doubles as the Lagos State Sports Commissioner, is breaking new grounds. Among many things, they aim to return Nigeria to the summit of African ping pong, a veritable avenue being the Lagos International Table Tennis Classics.
Well, table tennis was a big sport, a very big sport in Nigeria. You know, in the old days, you had the likes of Babatunde Obisoya, Kasali Latse, and of course, probably the greatest of all time, Atonda Musa. And these people were so popular alongside our footballers. But more importantly for us, you know, the game, we've become one of the lesser teams in Africa, so to speak. I think we're now second or third in Africa. But these are things we're working hard to redress now. And we have to do that by staging tournaments, working with our coaches, developing the coaches. So this tournament itself is probably an eye-opener for a lot of people that we still have the talent here. We brought in a few international players from 13 countries. And from what we've seen so far, it shows that we're still not that far behind. But what we need to do now is up our technical game. And we have the talent, that I'm very sure of. And that's what drives us to do tournaments like this.
The Classics attracted Africa's very best. Number 1 seed was Egyptian Omar Assar, the All-Africa, Arab and Mediterranean Games champion and world number 60. Italy's number 1 and world number 89, the Romanian bomb Mihai Bobashika, and Nigeria's Segun Toriola, a former Commonwealth champion who was Africa's top ranked in an unbroken spell between 1998 and 2008. They were the biggest names in the senior men's singles draws. The women were led by Africa's number 2, the 22-year-old Chinese-born Congolese Han Xing. Nigeria's challenge in the women's tournament was led by 37-year-old 5-time Olympian Funke Oshonaike, as well as Edem Ofyong, the current All-Africa Games champion.
I am surprised to see big participants, especially under 18. We have 130 players and we have about 13 countries present, which looks like a continental championship. The quality is good because the best players of Africa are here. One from Egypt who is champion not only of the Africa but also is champion of the region of the Mediterranean Sea, where European countries, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Turkey and so on were present. He won the gold medal last month. So the presence of Toriola Segun, who is known by everybody in the world since the years 90, and now the new young player from Egypt, as well as other players, as the Tunisian Adam Hammam, 19 years. I am sure that the finals will be one of the best in this tournament.
The superstars began proper action on day 2 of the one-week event with round-robin matches. Top seed Assar of Egypt comfortably finished top of Group 1 by winning all his 3 matches. Babatunde Mayowa picked the second slot in the group as qualifiers for the knockout round of 32 emerged. Second seed Bobashika was beaten to the top spot in Group 2 by Nigeria's Oyetayo Shola, who accounted for the only loss suffered in the group stage by the Italian. Group 3 was led by Haruna Quadri of Nigeria, who ended up with maximum 6 points, same as Toriola, who as expected won Group 4. Congo's Sakasu Raju dropped only 2 sets in his 3 matches as he steamrolled over his rivals in Group 5 to join other big names in the round of 32. For 22-year-old African number 1 Asar, being favourite in African tournaments is something he has grown used to since he became continental champion at the age of 20.
I'm quite young. I'm 22 years old, and I won the African when I was 20 years old. And also I qualified for London Olympics from there. So there is no pressure at all. I'm enjoying Nigeria and I'm enjoying Lagos, and I'm trying to perform as best as I can. So there is no pressure at all. In doubles also, I'm like very much a new experience that I'm going to play with some Nigerian players for the first time. So it's also a new experience for me, and I would love also to have very good results with them, and maybe we can also win the tournament. We'll be very happy if we do this.
The women's singles group stage also went on without major incidents as tournament favourite Jing of Congo-Brazzaville cleared all before her in Group 1 with 3 easy victories for a place in the round of 16. Hussein Halimat picked the runners-up ticket in the group. Oshonaike finished top of Group 2 by also winning all her encounters. Following her was another Nigerian international, Akpan Itoro. Edem Effiong had no worries as she won Group 3 ahead of Olatunde Ganiyat, who finished a point behind. Akpan Cecilia of Nigeria dropped only 1 set in her domination of Group 4. Congo's Litobaka Ahmadine was second in the group. Another of the big names that strolled into the round of 16 was Effiong Edet of Nigeria. She easily won Group 5 with Williams Taiwo second. At the age of 37, Oshonaike is easily the oldest player in the women's draws, but age to her is merely a couple of figures. Her joy at having a world-class table tennis tournament staged in her beloved Nigeria for the first time in decades far outweighs any personal considerations.
The level is very high. It is just like playing in the All-African Games. Though it is not all the African countries that are here today, but I know that the best out of the best are here today. And apart from that, we have wonderful, very powerful players in Nigeria that I did not even believe that we have players like that. You know, I haven't played in Nigeria in a long time. So seeing players active with so much talent playing, in fact, my heart is full of joy, I won't lie to you. Because I even thought because what I normally heard is that we don't have girls again in Nigeria. But I can see talent, you can see the young ones, they are doing everything, and I'm really, really impressed. And I just hope that we can be having so many competitions like this in the near future.
The morning session of Day 3 of the Lagos International Sports Classics was witnessed by President of the Nigeria Olympic Committee, Malam Sani Danusa, who was thrilled both by skills shown by the established stars and the potentials inherent in the up-and-coming young stars. The main actions of Day 3 in the Lagos International Sports Classics were a medley of doubles events as the singles took a back seat. The men's doubles began the day with round of 32 matches. Toriola teamed up with Monday Moroton to beat Dotun Ayekumo and Anthony Benga 3-1 for a place in the round of 16. Later on Day 3, finalists emerged in the mixed doubles. The Congolese team of Saka and Jink dropped a set in their victory over Makonjola Kazim and Ogundele Ganiyat to book their place in the final against Toriola and Edem, who made short work of Haruna Quadri and Olatunde Ganiyat in a straight set dispatch to set up a final with Saka and Jink. The Congolese were a happy duo after making the final.
Saka played good because but I have a confidence. I think we must win. We can win.
It's very, very difficult for us because we doesn't prepare for this competition, but we thank God that we won.
However, Saka and Zing still had so much to play for, but their progress into the latter stages only gets tougher from here. Much more on how they and their biggest challengers fared after the break. Welcome back. On Day 4 of the Lagos International Table Tennis Classics, Saka's campaign did not start so well as his pairing with Idowu Saheed in the men's doubles did not go according to plan as they lost in straight sets to the duo of Makonjola Kazim and Jide Ogiduolu, who will meet Haruna Quadri and Seun Ajetumobi in the final. The women's doubles also saw Jing and Nwachukwu teaming up to beat Oshonaike and Friday Janet to set up a final with Akpan Cecilia and Edem. With the doubles final lineup taking shape, attention shifted to the singles. Day 4 witnessed the biggest upset so far, when in the round of 16, Nigerian-born Congolese Sakasu Raju played an inspired match of controlled aggression to eliminate Italian number 1 and world number 89, Boboshika Mihai, in a nail-biting 4-3 to send the crowd wild with jubilation.
For this competition, many good players like Shegun Toriola, Aruna Quadri, Omar from Egypt, and Monday Mironton, and the Italian player Boboshika. So this competition is very strong. So nobody can say he's going to be the champion for this competition until we finish.
Saka would later beat Nigerian Aruna Quadri in the quarterfinals same day, and he needed yet another 7 sets maximum to see off the stubborn resistance of the Nigerian. Meanwhile, top seed Omar Asao of Egypt was coasting through the draws without any bumps. His latest conquest was Nigeria's Seun Ajetumobi in straights. Toriola and Makonjola are the other semi-finalists in the men's singles draws. The women's singles tournament produced semi-final lineups that were through to form. Top seed Han Jing, Funke Oshonaike, Cecilia Akpan, and Edem Ofyong all won their quarterfinal engagements to book their seats in the last 4 train. It's the penultimate day of the Lagos International Sports Classics, and doubles titles are all up in the air. The juniors served off the day's activities. Ogunlade Aziz and Udo Ayo were 3-1 winners over Shobayo Bolaji and Odusonya Bose to win the mixed doubles junior title. However, Odusonya's day brightened the girls' doubles as appearing with Onyinya Chimba yielded a gold medal courtesy of a 3-1 win over Oribami Shetosin and Onoja Agnes.
Wow, it was a very interesting game because I know that it's only those 2 people that is strong, but we know that we can win the game because 2 of us is more stronger than them.
The boys' doubles title was taken by Shobayo Bolaji and Osenduku Joseph via walkover of their opponents. Day 5 was a day the home fans had so much to cheer. In the mixed doubles, the roof were raised the moment Toriola and Edem took the final points of the final set in the edge of your seat contest against Congo's Saka and Jing.
I feel very happy, very happy because for us it's very important because we are hosting, and it's not fair if you lost the mixed doubles. So I feel very happy.
It's tough because they are Congolese and the Chinese too. She can play because she's experienced. But we try to calm the game down, and I thank God for the winning because it's not really easy as you thought. Saka is a Nigerian player. He was in Nigeria before, so we all know ourselves. So we thank God for the winning.
It was certainly a tough day in the office for Jing. Her partnership with Nwachukwu in the women's doubles could only fetch another silver, despite again fighting until the very last set.
The game was tough, but I knew we were going to win because we are the current African doubles champion. We won them in Maputo, and I knew we were going to win. And moreover, it's our country, so we really trained well for the game. So I believe, and that's why we won. It's so exciting winning the cup because normally I know we are going to win because we've been holding this title for the past 13 years. So hopefully it's a big one, and I so much thank God for this laurel because we train hard for this. Ever since we heard about this tournament, we've been training and we've been practicing the doubles as well. And we are the African champions, so I don't think anybody can defeat us, except maybe we don't want to play. So for them, though it was tough at first, but I knew we were going to win. Cheering me up gingers me so much because though our opponents, they are very good also, especially the Chinese, but the fans really helped because they showed me that they are for me by cheering me, and they encouraged me to win. And I decided to play well and win because I never wanted to disappoint them.
The men's doubles final also went the old distance. Makonjola Kazim and Jide Ogiduolu emerged champions over Quadri Aruna and Seun Ajetumobi 3-2. Wrapping up day 5 were the singles semi-finals, played simultaneously in each category. The women took the tables first. Edem Offiong and Funke Oshonaike were pretty much in ding-dong mood as they fought gamely in a highly tactical match that went all the way. However, Offiong saved her best for the last, winning 11-6 in the 7th set to pick her slot in the final. Han Jing's bad day in the office was sealed by Akpan Cecilia of Nigeria, with the vociferous crowd solidly cheering her on. Akpan took the semi-final contest to her more favoured opponent with some powerful smashes and exciting rallies as she recorded Day 5's major upset by 4-2 over the Congolese to set up an all-Nigerian women's singles final with close friend Offiong that did not look likely.
I really determined to win her. I've been telling all my co-partners that the Chinese girl meeting me in the semi-final, that is where she will stop because I have to go further. In this competition, I told them that I am going to be the winner. So anyone that comes my way, declare herself loser. So I really determined to play, and I've played. I thank God. I give all glory to God. My strategy was for me to attack, save my top service and attack. That is all I know. I don't need to feel anyhow. I need to play what I'm seeing on the board to make me win. So I believe I will play my best and win by God's grace.
The men's singles semi-final basically went to form, but only after both favourites were stretched. Top seed Omar Assar was beaten in the second and fifth set before eventually outclassing Saka of Congo, while Toriola needed maximum sets to beat Makonjola Kazim as Day 6 was wrapped up. It's curtains drawing day at the Lagos International Sports Classics with just 4 matches left to play, all of them to determine the best singles players in 4 main categories: the girls, boys, women and the men. Vice President of the African Table Tennis Federation, Oladapo Olabanji, rated the event a huge success and believes the dry bones of African table tennis are on the rise again.
It's a piece of cake. So very sweet, beautiful, long-lasting. And we hope that the audience, the players, the technical officials, everybody will behave in the positive way that they behaved so far. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. And this is the beginning. You can see the junior players, the way they performed, which was actually inspiring. I believe by the time we do this competition for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, depending on